These new details change everything for the Falcons, and this time it's not just offseason hype. This is a development that could completely reshape our season heading into 2026 because what looked like a straightforward quarterback situation just turned into one of the most important battles in the NFL. And it all comes down to Michael Penix Jr. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Charles Jones, and you're tuned in to Falcons Digest. To really understand why this matters, you have to go back to how we got here. The Falcons made a bold move when they selected Penix in the top 10 of the draft. It raised eyebrows across the league, not because of his talent, but because of the timing.
Yeah, give me a Washington Huskies snap count before you leave.
Oh, no, you don't want to hear Washington Huskies.
Let's hear it.
Ready.
God almighty! Really?
That's what we were at Washington.
No wonder you didn't win a national championship.
I guess so.
What
We
was
had
it
some
at
dummy
Washington?
claps in there. You got a ready. You almost jumped outside.
Yeah, I really did. Oh, it almost got me.
This was a team that many believe had other, more immediate needs, but Atlanta saw something bigger. They saw a quarterback with elite arm talent, experience in big moments, and the potential to become a long-term answer at the most important position in sports. And early on, we saw flashes of that potential. In the 2025 season, Penix threw for 2,757 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions, showing both promise and growing pains. His 59.6% completion rate and 85.8 passer rating tell the story of a young quarterback still adjusting, but not overwhelmed. He wasn't perfect, but he wasn't a project either. Then came the setback. Late in the 2025 season, Penix suffered a partial ACL tear, an injury that immediately changed the conversation. Suddenly, the focus wasn't development. It was recovery. He underwent surgery with an expected timeline that pushed his return dangerously close to the start of the 2026 season. And just like that, uncertainty took over. So what did the Falcons do? They adjusted. They brought in a veteran quarterback during free agency, a move that signaled caution. The expectation became clear. The veteran would lead early and Penix would return when ready. Simple, controlled, and very predictable. But now that plan might be out the window because the latest update suggests Penix is ahead of schedule, trending toward a full return by training camp. And that changes everything. No, I didn't say mid-season. I didn't say a gradual ramp up. I said training camp. He'll be back by training camp.
Are you on schedule to be ready for the regular season
I am.
and perhaps training camp?
I am. I'm at the point right now where I'm doing a lot of strengthening and stuff like that. I'll be running and stuff on like the Alta G and stuff in about a month. So right now I feel like I'm in a good spot.
And here's why that matters so much. Training camp isn't just about getting reps, okay? It's where jobs are won and where depth charts are decided. It's where coaches figure out who they trust when week 1 arrives. So if Penix is on the field, he's not just participating, he's competing. And now, instead of easing him back, the Falcons are faced with a much tougher and much more important decision. On one side, you have stability. A veteran quarterback who can manage the offense, limit mistakes, hopefully, and keep the team competitive. On the other, upside. A young quarterback with physical tools to elevate the entire offense, but who still needs experience. This is a classic NFL dilemma. Floor versus ceiling. Short-term versus long-term payoff. And the Falcons can't avoid it anymore. Grayson Freestone from Blogging Dirty says he needs to return in time for some training camp work in the preseason. This feels like a battle that will come down to the third and final preseason game. Grayson may know a little something, and I tend to agree with him. If Penix is back and if he's on the field, he's competing. He's not just out there for decoration. So, Tua, not so fast, my friend.
Hey, not so fast.
You may have some competition that was already here, and you kind of knew that that was going to happen. So no worries. You're going to have to fight for your job, sir. But before this update, Atlanta had flexibility. They could take their time, protect Penix, delay the decision. But now the buffer is gone. If he's healthy, he has to be evaluated in real time. And if he performs, you have to seriously consider starting him. Because here's the truth: you don't draft a quarterback that high to sit him when he's ready. You draft him to lead. And this is where everything connects, because Falcons have spent the offseason building a more complete roster, adding pieces, strengthening the defense, preparing to compete. But none of this matters if they don't get the quarterback decision right, because in today's NFL, everything flows through that position. So, Falcons fans, here's the reality. These new details didn't just give you hope, they forced clarity. Michael Penix Jr. is no longer just the future. He's part of the present right now. And how the Falcons handle this moment could define not just their season, but their entire direction as a franchise. So, what do you guys think, man? I have to ask, if Penix is fully healthy, should he start week 1? My opinion, he should. Or should the Falcons play this safe? Drop your thoughts, your comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more Falcons coverage. And per usual, man, you already know what it is. Peace up. You know the rest. This is Falcons Digest. Stay blessed, y'all.